I'm Chuck with Magnolia Fly Fishers, and today we're going to try to tie a turkey tail soft hackle, bead-headed soft hackle. Start off with a size 12 caddis hook, and I'm going to crush the barb for two reasons. So as not to hurt the fish so much, more importantly so I can get the barb on there, the bead on there. So I've got some 3mm beads, brass beads. Take a bead and just slide it on the hook. Small hole first, like so. Put it back in the vise. We're going to make a thread base. This is size 6/0 brown thread. We come in here and just make a thread base, just like most flies. And this fly would go considerably way down the bend. Because this is, we want this to look like a little wormy fly. And just cut off that tag. And go up a little bit with our thread. We're tying in turkey tail. Some people tie this pattern with pheasant. I prefer the turkey for a couple reasons. One, it's a domestic bird, has longer fibers, gives you more to work with, and the feather is readily available. You can get it most anywhere, especially if you know a turkey hunter, a successful turkey hunter. So I'm going to pull off a few fibers here. Another virtue of the turkey tail is you can see there's different colors, and if you look at tails, you actually see different color tails, so it gives you a little variation. Snip off half dozen or so of the fibers. We're going to offer them up to the hook, lay it on top, make 1, 2 wraps, and just pull the fibers back a little bit. Then go down again to the bend. Bring this thread up back to about the middle again. We're going to tie in our wire. Just copper wire. You can use whatever color wire you want to use. Size, you don't want to use a wire too big, but we're not looking for the wire to be real predominant on this pattern. It's simply for reinforcing the body. Go up to the front and go all the way back again, just to kind of tidy things up. Back towards the front. I'm going to start off with our turkey tail. Twist it a little bit. This just helps the fibers keep them a little stronger. Every once in a while you may want to twist it just to maintain its integrity. And just wrap forward. And you see the body is ending up tapered, and that's of course part of the fiber itself gets thicker as you go up. That gives it that buggy look. We get up to the thorax here, we're just going to stop up by the bead, make a wrap to hold our fibers in, 1 or 2, and a half hitch if you prefer, just to hold everything in. And that's good. Now we're going to advance our ribbing in a counter wrap. We're going to go the opposite way that we wrap the fibers in. And again, this is to reinforce. If I go the same direction, it'll just pull between the fibers and I won't get the strength out of the fly. So I make a full turn in the back, and then I start advancing my wire or ribbing. And fairly open turns. Looking to get, I'd say at least 5 turns on here. Then we get up here, we go right behind the bead, make a complete turn. Put our thread over the wire a couple of times, secure it in real good. And we're going to helicopter this off. Also helps to hold your thread tight when you're doing this. And any day it'll pop right. There we go. Okay, we're going to make another wrap with our turkey fibers. Just to tidy things up a little bit. Again, over, behind, over. I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to bring our thread back a little bit in order to tie our hackle in. The hackle I'm using today is a hen hackle. This one happens to be a dun color. Picking out the hackle, rather than have to pull a lot of fibers off, pull a lot of feathers off. This one volunteered. So we take the feather, we want to prep it. The fibers are about the right length, and really we're going to be using these fibers up here. We're not going to make a lot of wraps. So we take all this fluff off. Okay. Get rid of that. Pinch the fibers, pull them back. You can even hold this with your hackle pliers if you want to. When we're liking that length of fiber, we're going to take and cut this end off and just leave a little, if you can see that, just a little diamond or whatever you want to call it, triangle. This will help lock it in. Now, getting the feather in the right direction is always a problem for me, but you can manipulate it once you get going here. So I'm going to put this on top, go right there, right where they join. Kind of cover this up a little bit. Go back. The reason we go back is we're going to work that thread through these hen hackle fibers, soft hackle, are really weak. So we're going to reinforce it. I take the hackle and I fold these fibers back. I'm not going to make many turns. Then I turn, make a turn, around, bring it up, pull them back again. Another turn. That's probably all I'm going to do. Now the trick is, when you use the hackle pliers, I could have put them on originally. The trick is to get this to hold while I bring my thread through. So I'm just going to weave this thread through these fibers, if you can see that. And I'm advancing it through these as I go along, just weaving it in and out. Until I get right up there, find where I'm at, and cut all this excess off. If you get too many, which I have here, you simply go in there and pluck them out. I'm going to secure this before I do that because it's wanting to get away from me. It's a little bushier than I'd like it, but again, you can get in here and just pluck some out. Sometimes you have to balance it. You can cut them with your scissors too if it's too much. That's basically it. Make a couple more wraps, a half hitch. That'll do it. Whip finish, I should have called it. That'll do it. This fly will catch everything from bluegill to trout, maybe even a tarpon. And that's the soft turkey tail soft hackle with the bead head. That's it.